Okie dokie, story time. This is Andy with Andy's Dizzy Vlog with another vlog update. So today, well, I guess I should say yesterday I had a pretty good day. Today is Tuesday, 20 something. 26th. Yeah, I think the Tuesday the 26th. Anyways, doesn't matter. Monday yesterday was pretty good at work, all things considered. I had a couple phantom sensations, but all in all, yesterday was pretty good. If yesterday was as bad as my days got, I'd be in good shape. So that's what we're shooting for, is to get my bad days like yesterday and today. Now, I just started venlafaxine. I believe is a relatively new drug. It is an antidepressant. In my last video, I went over the medications I'm on, the supplements I take. But things were not getting better, and I was having bad days all day, every day. And I was just pushing through it, and it was miserable. And if you've been following my channel, my videos, you know that I've been dealing with this for 2 years and just had enough. Had enough, and I needed to. I will say this: you need to advocate for yourself. That's one thing I have learned in this process, is that there are doctors out there that do genuinely, well, I think all doctors probably care, but I don't know if some get jaded, if some lose their passion, which I could understand. They get lost in the system. But there was only a couple of doctors that I have dealt with in the past couple years that I feel like really went out of their way to do everything they could to help find a solution for me. And Dr. Bay is one of those people. Just because, like, it's so incredible. This video is supposed to be about how today went and the new medication I'm on, but I kind of pause, start again. I feel like a lot of doctors are just kind of spitting you through the pipeline, and you're just like, it's like a revolving door, and you're just in and out, in and out, in and out. But with Dr. Bay, if you email him, like if you're on a new medication, sorry, I gotta merge. If you're on a new medication and you don't like it, or something's weird and you have anxiety about it, which I have a lot of those things, I will email him, and he will. I don't think he's never not emailed me back same day, which is unheard of, totally unheard of. I've seen other neurologists for several, you know, half of a year and like several appointments, and then you call the office because you have a question and you have to talk to a nurse's aide who has no idea what your, you know, your symptoms are or why you're taking the medication you're taking. They're just reading the screen in front of them that says you're on this many milligrams, you know, and it's frustrating because then you have to like, anyways. So I was not getting better. I was frustrated that every day I was incredibly difficult on my already, I've said this like ad nauseum, and I'm sorry, but I have a difficult job. I mean, it's taxing on your body, it's taxing mentally, and just the number of hours and the number of hours spent preparing for work is 95% of my life. Just something I'm not thrilled about, but it is what it is right now. But dealing with vestibular migraines and that is just an absolute nightmare. If I was sitting at a desk somewhere for 40 hours a week, it would be like so much easier to deal with. But like today I climbed a tower that was like 300 feet plus in the air. I don't know how many, like 30 plus flights of stairs. And yesterday I did the same thing, only with like a bag with tools in it, and the tools probably weighed 60-70 pounds. Carrying that up that many flights of stairs, and then being that high up, it anyways, I'm getting off topic because I'm tired and I'm already 7.5 minutes in. Here's the real point, and I'm so sorry I do this, but venlafaxine, the new drug I'm on, I started this morning. Today's my first day on it. I started the work last Wednesday. So I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today's Monday, Tuesday. So 7 days back to work. And again, if you're following my videos, you know that the first every day back has been really rough, except yesterday. I don't know why I didn't get good sleep, but yesterday was the first day that I've had in a long time that I felt some semblance of normalcy. Still had a mild headache that was on and off, but not so extreme that I couldn't deal with it or that affected my mood in any serious manner. Today, finally home. Venlafaxine. I'm on 12.5 milligrams in the morning with breakfast, and then I'm supposed to do that for 2 weeks, and then in a week, I'm supposed to do 12.5 milligrams for 2 weeks, and then starting the third week, I'm doing 25 milligrams per day. So 12.5 at breakfast and 12.5 at lunch. So day 1 of 14 at 12.5 milligrams of venlafaxine. And I was told by the pharmacist that he said a guy my size, excuse me, he said that's an incredibly low dose, and I'm totally fine with that because I was a little nervous about, I'm a little leery about antidepressants because I had some bad experiences in the past, but I honestly don't think it had anything to do with the medication. But that's another story. So I'm glad I'm starting out low and gradually increasing. Funny enough, there's somebody I work with that I was telling, you know, who knows about what's going on with me, and I was telling her about this new drug that I started today, and she happened to be like, asked me what medication it was. So I told her, and she said, I just started taking that. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I asked her what for, and she said, for migraines. And I'm just like, that is so crazy, you know? What a small world. And she doesn't have vestibular migraines, but migraines nonetheless. And she said she's been on them for about a month, and they have been working for her. So that is quite interesting that this drug is being used for migraines. And I read a study, I think it was in 2018, about venlafaxine and vestibular migraines. Well, according to my pharmacist, who actually was pretty familiar with vestibular migraines, said that antidepressants are becoming more common a treatment for migraines, just in general. And they have an idea of the mechanism for why it works on some people, but they're not totally sure, and it's kind of, you know, they know there's a correlation, but they're not sure why. But I thought that was interesting, and I didn't experience I'll say this, the only negative side effect that I think I experienced was dry mouth, which is one of the common side effects, and I definitely noticed that today. But it wasn't anything that like is gonna make me stop taking it, because if I continue, again, you know, granted, it might be the medication, I'm sorry, it might be the heal your head, the Dizzy Cook heal your head diet that I'm on, because I'm starting week 3 of this, so I might be starting to reap some of the benefits of cutting out a lot of trigger foods that I was eating daily. And a lot of them, like I mentioned, I was eating 3 oranges a day. I was eating several servings of almonds every day. I was eating yogurt with chocolate chips in it. And what's the other thing I can't eat? Oh, and almonds in it every day. So I was eating a lot of stuff that are like at the top of the list for migraine triggers. So my diet's really clean right now. I'm following that diet to a T. I don't think that there is anything that, like, I'm not cheating on anything willingly or knowingly. The only thing that I have been lenient on is there's a couple products, like I bought a ketchup and a barbecue sauce from a local health food store, and you know, they're pretty bare bones ingredients, and I slipped up and did not realize that the barbecue sauce has onion powder in it. So I have not been eating onions. I use shallots and chives. You're allowed, but you cannot have onions. So I have not had onions at all, which I used to use. And they were in all of my meals. So I was doing that. And anyways, so I don't think, anyways, I guess I'm